Alright, welcome back to another draft here at Benalish Dad with my first trophy, post-trophy. I did it. I actually did it. Um, okay, well, it's an interesting first couple of choices. You have Grand Warlord Radha, which is perfectly decent. I don't think it's splashable. I think you really need to be in a core red-green deck before you take it, but if you're in there, I think it does some good work. We have Eviscerate and we have Shivan Fire as our removal. No real bombs, so I think it's a pretty clear choice between those two. I like Shivan Fire. I think the modularity and instant speed makes it mildly more useful than Eviscerate, which is also great, don't get me wrong. But they're both splashable and they're both good cards. So we'll start with the Shivan Fire. Okay, interesting. So now we have the one legendary sorcery worth running. We have an Elfheim Druid that helps run kicked spells, which is pretty sweet. Skittering Surveyor that helps splash, the insurance policy, as I think they call it on Lords of Limited. And Fire Intervention, kind of a medium removal spell. It's a removal spell. It's okay. I wouldn't mind trying to make this work if it comes around. Elfheim Druid I think is also very good, but I don't think it's as good as being open to a splash or a piece of removal. So between the Surveyor and the Fiery Intervention, when I already have a red card, it's kind of a really interesting choice. Howling Golem I think is also really good. I think would be in the running. I think just on the, if this was another Shivan Fire, I would probably take that, but Fiery Intervention is just clunky enough where being able to splash is just useful enough. Let's do that. Oh wow, okay. Champion, that's an intriguingly late Eviscerate. Pick 3, so they took a rare and uncommon out of this pack. You know, Elfheim Druid, Baloth Gorge are all perfectly fine cards, but I think Eviscerate is the strongest card of the pack. Wow, another Skittering Surveyor. Not really taking it over anything, frankly. Skizik is fine, Sanctum Spirit is fine, Short Sword is fine, but Skittering Surveyor keeps us open and helps us do anything we want. Okay, now we've kind of calmed down a little bit. Grun is a fine card. There is that legendary sorcery, which it's not impossible that it could make it around. Not really taking it over much. Deathbloom Thawlet is fine. Grun is awkward. There's the Trample Giver in red, which would make this better, because then when it's 2020, it is somewhat relevant. A little bit of Deathbloom Thawlet is one of the better 3-drops. I think let's keep cutting black a little bit with that, and I think we're just going to want the 3-drop more than Big Dumb Body. Okay. Grow from the Ashes, so we are in Ramp Splash Central. We will be open really to doing anything. And I think it's the best card in the pack too. Broken Bond is a great sideboard. Oh, I did not take those green cards, that's right. But there's no real black or red. Soul Salvage is fine, but I mean it's nothing amazing. Joy Familiar, ditto. So let's see, who am I WP, Kozananity, Tumbleweed, Big Red Mountain, Ligor, Trigger Happy, and I pass into Sean Back. So we can definitely go big. So right now we got some kickers. Go big. We can make some goofy things happen. So I think white and blue are clearly cutting the seat, so we're definitely looking at some combination of Jund. Fungal Plots is fine. I don't think it's amazing. I think Windgrace Acolyte is a little better, and I think I'm more solid in black than anything else. Guy's Protector really needs First Strike. Run Amok is really just a combat trick, not even that good of one. Okay, Corrosive Ooze is just a dude. Dub is good. Feral Abomination, I mean, it's not the greatest high-end, but it'll get the job done. That was the pack that, so this is the pack that would have had the Immolating Inferno in it, so makes me think that red is just going to be completely cut. Coming in here as someone who's just going to try desperately to make it work. So with 3 pieces of splash and a piece of removal, I think right now we're going to look at maximum greed. Any bomb that comes our way, with the possible exception of something that's like white, we're going to try and make work. Okay. So I think Invoke the Divine is probably the best choice here. It's probably pure sideboard just in case we go into white, but we're not really losing out on anything. I doubt this is gonna be a deck that really is gonna want a combat trick to punch through. We're gonna try to go on the beef. And white might actually flow back this way rather nicely too. You never know. Okay. Wow, I'm shocked. That's a fairly late Sergeant at Arms, but I'm astounded at this Howling Golem. I think it's a card more people should want. So let's start organizing what we got here. So our spells. Okay, so this is actually, I mean, pretty nice. We have two removals, 3 splash enablers. We'll see if we end up running the green. The playable green did really vanish. Maybe we build a mill deck. Who knows? Taking the Explorer, but yeah, I feel like we really want to be in black. Open. This deck is designed for Daggeraz. This is if there's any justice in the world, this will be where we'll get it. Looks like Call Xanady is our limit. Trail left in the middle of the sentence there. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I like this. This is a pretty good feeling start. Power level is not off the charts. We are all commons. It strikes me as a late Sanctum Spirit too. So we're definitely going to be thinking about the white here. I mean, Benalish Honor Guard. I mean, it's not the greatest card in the world, but that's a perfectly playable bear. So Shivan Fire is a definitely. So we can probably, if we we can move into really any one of these colors. Of course, Tempest Djinn, fascinating. So the one I really don't want to go in that hard, I think, is Tempest Djinn. Well, let's think about this. It's a choice between Eldest Reborn and Tempest Djinn. We have relatively little blue to support it, and our Eldest Reborn, I think, goes in our black. I think it's the strongest card in here. We're very far away from wizards. We might get lucky. I'd be pretty happy wheeling a Pierce the Sky or a Fungal Infection. I bet you there's gonna be enough black drafters. No white in this pack, which I think is kind of interesting as well. But yeah, I think Eldest Reborn is stronger than the Tempest Djinn. The Tempest Djinn is just a flying dude, a good flying dude, but a flying dude. Wow, yeah, I will definitely take more Eviscerate. The Sapherd I think is really good, but I'm not at the point where I have like the 3 drops handled pretty nicely. What might come back from this? I might get a Grow from the Ashes, might get a Pierce Sky. I bet you the Elfhame Druid will be snapped up. But I think we'll be looking at green here. Yargle's not that interesting. Is there a maximum number of Skittering Surveyors that I would play in this deck? Because Ancient Animus is not really that good. Skizzik is fine, but that's not that good. It's really funny. Acer Glider, I mean, if you have Historic Triggers, is okay. Yargle is a card, but it's not that good of a card. I don't really need nothing really specific to ramp to for Gilded Lotus. No real big kickers. Yeah, I think we'll just take the 3rd Skittering Surveyor and just be completely reckless with our splashing. Okay, so we have broken bond in the for sideboard, but we kind of already have in my whatever the hell I'm doing here color. We'll take Servant is okay. Soul Salvage, take one. There's also Knight of New Benalia, which really isn't great in what I'm trying to do here. I think we'll just do a Soul Salvage and partner up some Windgrace Acolytes. Okay. So, Gitu Chronicler is probably the best card in the pack here. I'm just not really that interested in the blue. Fungal Infection is obviously a nice little trick too, but right now this is getting back all, Eviscerates or Shivan Fires, and I think it's the strongest choice. Yeah, we'll take it. Arbor Armament is not where we want to be. I'm a little surprised to see white this dry coming this way. I kind of had some higher hopes. I guess Yargle. We're not really passing on anything else of note. Okay, I think Baloth Gorger. Let's go a little heavier into the green. Precognition Field. Okay, let's take a look at this. How many instances? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, Gitu Chronicler is technically that, but that's a greedy splash. I forgot it's a double red to get it done. I think the power level just isn't there. The Baloth Gorger is so mediocre as well. Deep Freeze with my non-flyers. Yeah, let's just... I think this is mild. Well, no, let's take the Precognition Field. I think the power level is a little higher. I'm not sure about that pick. So Grow from the Ashes does really mean I want to play some green at some point to help enable splashes. Otherwise, I'm just leaning on these 3 Skittering Surveyors. Gitu Chronicler might have been a mistake, but I don't think it was a tragic one. This is a really interesting, really messy draft. It's super fun, but I have no idea what's going on. Gideon's Reproach that late? Yeah, I think white is just really underdrafted at the table. I'll take that. Coldwater Snapper. Ancient Animus with really mediocre ones. Llanowar Envoy for some deeply shady fixing if I'm going to be super greedy. And I'm still not even that sure if I'm in green. I'll take Coldwater Snapper. Blue was pretty available. Yeah, Arcane Flight, I guess, maybe, sure. I'll take it over nothing. So the responsible deck looks something like this. Or we're splashing for a Shivan Fire. Relic Runner. Yeah, I think a Relic Runner is fine. We don't really have that much to turn it side. Well, I guess we sort of do. It's fine. Okay. Sanctum Spirit. So we somehow moved into Esper after starting that, but yeah, green really dried up. There's just nothing for me there. I think I might have gotten a little overly attached to Grow from the Ashes there. No real ETBs to abuse Rescue with. I mean, Skittering Surveyor, that's not that impressive. I guess maybe the Wall in the event of truly terrifying. Wow. That late of a... What is going on at this table? That is just 2 Tolarian Scholars, 14 and 15. That, I'll just chalk that up to mass confusion. Okay, so here we have Slimefoot. A very powerful card. Thinking about those divinations I passed up earlier, LOL. And a green splash is pretty good. And I think this card, I don't really have any sacrifice outlets, do I? But it's, if I get really lucky, I'll get the Omnivore, but I should probably hope in the divination I might get lucky, maybe a single suit, but yeah. Okay, sure, yeah. We'll take Slimefoot. Gideon's Reproach is more, okay, so I am looking to be, so I'm now splashing white. I don't know what's happening in this deck anymore. Oh, I think we'll just run the mana base of the Damned and just see if we can make it work. But I think Gideon's, it's removal. I could also, if I was just really going to ditch these 3 cards, Blink of an Eye is very good as well. And I am sort of still running this Precognition field, I think. Yeah, let's take Blink of an Eye. Follow the Thran is not a good card. Windgrace Acolyte and another Gideon's Reproach. Man, this is just so confusing. I think we're going to really want another Windgrace Acolyte just to go with our Soul Salvage to help make it work. Let's take the 3rd Elfhame Druid. Let's come by. If I get lucky, I might, but yeah. Let's just see. I think 15 creatures. Or I can just really lean into the Precognition field. I think I want another Windgrace. Oh, on Sarah's Wings? Yes, please. Yeah, okay, we're doing this quadruple splash. I don't know what or why or how. And we may still end up ditching Slimefoot if I can't get one of these Omnivores. Okay, Benalish Marshal is a bridge too far, even for me. But Whisper, I can sacrifice things. I don't really have any gimmicks I can do with Whisper. But aside from that, it would just be nothing. Yeah, okay, we'll try Whisper. Academy Drake that can be kicked, which is nice. I mean, it's Call the Cavalry. A Precognition field is instant or sorcery, so yeah, we can. I think we're just gonna go from. I don't know what ended up happening in this draft, but I think we're just gonna make a Precognition field work somehow. It's probably not going to work. Antiquities War. This is not that deck. Sanctum Spirit. Best card in the pack, but man, it's pretty borderline. I don't know. We'll put it somewhere. Ancient Animus. Now that I have, so I'm up to three historic cards. Yeah, sure. I mean, at some point, we're taking it over almost nothing. Messy Unicorn. I have lots of 3-drops. I don't need low drops. Yeah. I wonder if I just drop Shivan Fire. On Sarah's Wing, enchantments, sorcery, Gideon. I think Ancient Animus and Yargle are probably the worst cards in here, but man, how many more? I think this is Divination. $18, yeah, I mean, we'll make Precognition field work, I guess. Sanctum Spirit really wants Historic. It's okay, I can discard Historic. Sergeant at Arms. We're not getting those omnivores back around. This is really interesting. It might actually be the Guardians if I really am going bonkers on Historic, but I only have the one relic runner. Broken Bond, but I already have an Invoke the Divine. Let's take the Broken Bond just in case of question mark, something weird happens. I wonder how greedy of a mana base I can run. So we still have kind of this core black blue, I think. Shivan Fire on the splash, green on Slimefoot on the splash, and then I can splash for the splash. I think Befuddle's perfectly good in this deck. Do we already have a charge? Nobody cares. It's fine. It's fine. And it's fine. Okay, I have no idea what's going to happen with building. I think I'm actually going to go run out and ask the Brain Trust, and I will come back when I have a clue. Thank you for watching whatever the hell that was. This is Benalish Dad signing off.